What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What up, what up, what up? Oh, what up? We got Brian. We got Terraziel. Astarlia. Silent Owl. Kinnison. What's up, Scald? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If you didn't see already, I did post something in the Discord for the puzzlers out there. We have new information. Unfortunately, because of the whole streaming restriction, I'm not going to reveal too much, but there is new information available on puzzles. We can look at solve rates, which is interesting. Solve rates are now available, and there's a new puzzle up called Colors. It's also available. I don't know why those unlocked. I don't know, those just unlocked at 400,000 or 40,000 or whatever it is that we're at these days. Anyway, Dirty Duel, 3 teams down. What's up, Cranky? We've got Pleasant Meadows, No Scrap for Old Traders, and our names biting the dust. Feels bad, man. Rip in peace. But we do have a draw to get to. We got 25 other teams. That doesn't mean one team will have a bye. One team will have a bye this round. So, let's grab the draw, shall we? That looks like a good place to cut right there. Spicy. All right. The first team.
I think you're great.
Oh, never mind.
Hill Valley in the house.
Hill Valley in the house, indeed. Yo, thank you so much, man. 11 months. Continuing that support. Much appreciation to you, my friend. Such a clue solver. Hill Valley. Hill Valley. Let's see. Man, I really wanted to flip over Hill Valley right there. We're gonna start out with Salvation. Now, Salvation, let's take a look. How is Salvation doing? Salvation right now is just Deputy Wraith 1 at 2 life. So it's a bit of a rough situation. They're gonna go up against the Sand Pit. The Sand Pit, where are you at, the Sand Pit? Where's the pit of sand? The Sand Pit, Lux and Jama Ann. Lux at 3. Jama Ann at 2. Let's go over to our teams. Let's grab a Sand Pit. Sand Pit versus Salvation. Here we go. All right. Next match. What up, Panda? What up, Zero? The Tired Dads, Siago and Oreo K. Siago and Oreo K are the... Sorry, one sec. My computer just went all silly on me. There we go. Yeah, they're 3-3. 3-3 right now. Gonna be going up against Shitterton Gorge, which I think just went 1-1 in their previous match. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, so that's Tianu at 3, JK MNO at 4 in the 3rd tier right now. Tired Dads versus Sheraton Gorge. That'll be a good match. Where's Angry Panda at? I have no idea. Back to the draw, popping these two out. our next draws. We have Starstone, Politis and Stips. How are Politis and Stips doing? Politis at 1, Stips at 2, Sheriff at 1, Deputy at 2. So on the ropes a little bit here. Gonna be looking to try to grab a Nostrum High, if you will, against the Bad and the Ugly. That Sheriff 1 car less at 3, Deputy Son of Thoth and 94 at 2. So they're sitting comfy, not like they're neutral comfort, neutral level comfort for the Bad and the Ugly. Grab them here and Starstone. Grubby Summit. The grubbiest of summits. How they doing? Grubby Summit, Sheriff Viselis at 2, Deputy Critical Days at 1. On the ropes a little bit there. They'll be going up against Rock Ridge, which is Solo Dusto. If I remember correctly, the cutter has gone down, passed out. Sheriff Dusto with 1 health has got to take on both grubby summiters. It'll be a tough ask, but we'll see if ye old Sheriff is up for it, huh? We got Zippy. Zippy, I believe, was the C-Bus and the Nearly God. It is Sheriff C-Bus Ripper at 2, Deputy Nearly God at 1. They're actually down there in the 6th tier, along with Starstone, Grubby Summit, and a team we have yet to see, Luxat Gambit. So they're gonna be looking for a Nostrum here against Blob Natty, which, if I remember correctly, is actually doing pretty good. Yes, they are tied in the 1st tier. Tied up there with Scrap 'em High, Blob Natty, Sheriff BW Landry, Deputy Casey Casa, 5 and 4. They are strong right now, so Zippy gonna have their work cut out for them in this one. All right, next up, Ride the Lightning. I believe this is a team that is on the ropes. Ride the Lightning, yes, it's Sheriff Colin McLeod with one life. They will be fighting the Luxat Gambit, mentioned just previously at 2 and 1. Sheriff Wheels at 1, Deputy Akerson at 2. So that's going to be a tough match. We actually could see blood drawn on both sides with this one. We'll have to see. Colin McLeod playing 2 matches against Wheels and Akerson. Could take out Wheels. Could take out both and bring our Kaiser back to life. We'll have to see. Luxat Gambit and Ride the Light. Mordor indeed. CC Kinnison along with I think it was Ghost Chips. We'll find Mordor. It's CC Kinnison with 1 health, 1 HP. Sheriff Ghost Chips passed out on the brink. Who will Kinnison have to fight? It will be Alt Art Own. And that is Sheriff Baby Girl at 2. That means it's going to be a one-on-one matchup. No Nostrums are available. And CC Kinnison will be facing elimination, but Baby Girl is guaranteed to make it another round, due to the 2 health and only being able to lose 1 potentially, with no Nostrum available for the matchup. Have to win 2 matches to have the Nostrum available, the Nostrum High available. Mordor versus Alter Town. Awesome Gunslingers. Steph pulled off a pretty impressive previous round with 1 health, winning both matches, bringing Deputy Fire Driller back into the fold. And Awesome Gunslingers at full strength once again. Sheriff Simply, Steph, and Deputy Fire Driller. They'll be looking to fire against 47 Dreadnoughts, one of our top 5 teams currently. 47 Dreadnoughts. Sheriff misses McLeod and Deputy Baranor, both at 4 apiece. Feeling pretty healthy. Awesome Gunslingers have got to be careful because they're 1 shot away from being out of this thing. All right. We got 9 teams left. We got 4 more duels and 1 bye. Who's gonna get the bye? Who are gonna be our teams? Still fighting. We have a lot of teams on the ropes. If you haven't checked out the notice board, please go check out the notice board because it's savage. There's a lot of blood. Bad Creek Bandits, one of the teams that got, they were the opponent of the Awesome Gunslingers last round, and they took the bullets. It's gonna be Sheriff Rollenpaw going solo with 2 health, rocking against Scrap 'em High, the top team right now in the competition. Scrap 'em High, Sheriff Darklighter, Deputy E-Bomb 69, 5 and 4 respectively. Rollenpaw's gonna have it cut out, that's for sure. A loss in both these matches would not only give the Nostrum to Scrap 'em High, it would eliminate Bad Creek Bandits from the Dirty Duel 2. All right, we still have Hill Valley out here represented, waiting to get chosen. Ask and ye shall receive. It's Hill Valley. Hill Valley, cozy. Cozy right now. Sheriff Agent Seto at 4, Deputy Silent Owl at 3. Not too shabby. They're gonna be going up against the reigning gunslingers themselves. It's Fortress. Clemp, dead, which means magnetic. It's gonna have it all to do. Deputy Clemp, carried in the Dirty Duel 1 on the very end, but is now passed out. Sheriff Magnetic with 2. Fortress again, it is Fortress again. It's just Magnetic though. Magnetic with 2, a double win eliminates the reigning gunslingers. Fortress from the Dirty Duel 2. So that's Hill Valley and Fortress, and it is a rematch, yes. And if I remember correctly, that was an Nostrum high for Hill Valley. Will they be able to repeat the success? Or will Magnetic, the Tournament of Champions champion and recent legend, show some digital prowess and bring Clemp back into the match? All right, we have 5 cards left, 5 towns left, 2 duels, and 1 bye. Stranger's Gambit will not receive the bye. Stranger's Gambit is where? Stranger's Gambit. There you are. Sheriff Drew the Rat and Deputy Tuna Slap at 4 apiece, healthy in that second tier with 47 Dreadnoughts. They'll be facing off against the Dandies. How are the Dandies doing? Let's take a look. It's Sheriff Hippaspist at 2. Al Shrew passed out. Hippaspist against Stranger's Gambit, Drew the Rat, and Tuna Slap. It's gonna be tough. We'll see if they can do it though. Be a good match either way. 3 teams left, 3 towns rather. One of them gets a bye. One of them will go hide behind barrels. It's Caprica Cowboys, Evil Coxville, and Jamestown. The last 3, who's it gonna be? Let's find out. 3 cards. Let's grab this one. Janestown will fight. They do not feel like hiding behind any barrels this time. Do not need to lick their wounds. How's Janestown doing here? Let's go find out. Let's go hunt him down. It's Sheriff Terraziel with 2. Deputy Clever Missy currently passed out. Janestown will be fighting. It's Terraziel, dual wielding against Evil Coxville. Evil Coxville is the draw. Let's look up how they're doing. That's Sheriff Acox89 with 2 health. Does this seem familiar? Deputy passed out. We have 2 sheriffs with 2 health. One of them will be at 1. One of them will be at 2. No Nostrum High available this round for these teams, but neither team will be eliminated this round. And that means, after I go over here and do this, and do this, the Caprica Cowboys will be, they will be your bye. Versus an empty, versus empty. The Cowboys, let's see, they, let's find them. That's Sheriff Elegant Chaos and Deputy Tempt at 3 and 2. They're kind of in the middle there. You know, they could probably use the competition to try to bolster their life, but not the worst thing in the world. You know, I would think that if you were actually, I guess a bye isn't necessarily a bad thing at any point in time in the dirty duel, right? Well, we don't need to hear a person talking. And this is a little too intense. Let's put on something else. All right. Caprica Cowards, more like. Got him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are your matches for round 6. I will get these up tonight, later tonight, so expect to see them up later. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to play a little bit of Arena, and then it's going to be a short stream tonight. We'll be streaming more of a standard amount of time on Wednesday and Friday. Are you going to update the board tonight? The board is updated. The board is updated as of right now. The board should be updated with last round's matches. And I will be putting up the duels tonight as well. Yes. It may be late, but they will be up. Bum, 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 bum. And unfortunately, can we say our rips to Pleasant Meadows, No Scrap for Old Traders, and our names are our names. 6 cowboys and cowgirls have gone down. Good night, E-Mom. Cheers, yo. All right. Whoa, it's like magic. Ah! Okay. Waiting here much too long. Was it this side? All right, let's get this show on the thing, huh? So we got the Flare Mining Arena. Once per turn, player may pay 1 trade to draw a card, then discard a card. We have Colony Wars, and Beth. Faces events and fleets. This is an interesting thing. I think the pay one trade is a response to events. So you can play pretty aggressively on the row, and then you can maybe use the one trade to draw and discard with things like a warp jump. Or a tribute to Fred from Scooby-Doo. It is neither, it just is. But it can be whatever you want it to be. And I want to reiterate, since we do have a lot of people here right now who have been working on the Galactic Puzzle Hunt, you can see the solve rates right now. I don't know why that got added after we hit 400,000 depth, but it did. Or maybe that was added for everybody universally. I'm not sure, so people could see how difficult certain puzzles are. But yeah, so you can see solve rates now on all the puzzles, and we have another new puzzle unlocked. So we have a ton of puzzles currently in the works. We're probably going to want to focus up and try to finish a few of them off, but alas, you know, as long as we're all having a good time and making some solves, go for it. Due to the public nature of the stream, I will not speak too much more about the bagels. We will let the bagels be bagels. I had an ascot as a kid. Oh, really? Okay. I wish that surprised me more. Maybe that's the right way to think about it. I'm not sure. Fred was my favorite character. It's excellent. Well, he was the leader. You're such a leader. All right, so let's join this arena. Can we talk about how amazing we are in currently 74th? I think we actually are like pretty freaking amazing. Like, it's really impressive how awesome we are. And it's really cool. Like, we're actually pretty good. I'm the worst. Everybody, I'm just kind of here, but everybody else is just awesome. Like, it's a really good group of intelligent people who are putting together an awesome effort. I think we are actually okay shipping this out because we do get the trade hauler to the top of the deck. We can go barge. And I think we go patrol and then we let it ride. I slept so hard last night and a 4-hour nap this afternoon. Holy smokes. Went to the movies. What did we see? And what are your thoughts? Without spoiling whatever it is. Bum, bum, bum. So we're playing Klingon. They have 0. We have 0. We're gonna start with that mining mech. Feels good. Man, Repairbot gets a nice little boost, doesn't it? So here, I'm thinking we can pop 2, grab command, then we'll look at Falcon. Or we could go defense spot. Ooh, that might be a better play. Stellar Reef would look at plasma. Ooh, maybe that's the play. Let's get spicy. You guys ready to get spicy? We're gonna get a little spicy here. And then we'll grab 3 on Falcon. And then we'll look to take command center to move forward. Parasites to take. Now we get the draw. I think we go Oracle. Oracle is just an insanely strong card. It blocks a ton of damage. It scraps out, and importantly, it will help us faction the patrol. Captive state. I have not seen this captive state that you speak of. They drew and discarded the mining mech. So they drew and discarded the mining mech, meaning that they don't get it guaranteed even in this hand. They might skip it again. I'm not sure what I think of that play. Well, I'm sure I do know what I think of that play. I don't think it was the play they were looking to make. Oh my. Okay. Well, let's put this to the top of the deck so that we get that even 5, huh? We could send it out right now for the scrap, but I actually like taking the Lancer here, and we will pop that fighter base. I like our setup so far. Looking pretty good. We got a lot of trade. We got a lot of potential. Most importantly, though, our opponent has made some interesting decisions. I like how many bases we have as well. Same director, writes Planet Liaise, on Goodman, or sci-fi about an alien race occupying the Earth. Oh, interesting. Gonna see Captain Marvel late tomorrow or Wednesday afternoon. I've heard good things. I've heard good things. 2744. Continuing to ramp up the pressure, ramp up our factions. Our opponent's playing pretty slow. So we'll have to see if they can get moving. Captain Marvel's so good. So now we're getting to the point where using flare mining is probably a good idea. We'll take the 3 here. We can start to cycle our deck more consistently. Once we can get that thing cycling, you know, we'll be rocking and rolling. Oh. Ja Death, what up, dude? What's up? Captain Marvel is awesome. All right, we'll chalk up another one for Captain Marvel is awesome. I've heard good things. For a lot of people say, you know, they dig what Captain Marvel was dishing. They went 2 on the Frontier for 8 to take Death World, maybe? But that means they skip out on killing Fighter Base, which is really good for us. I think Klingon has played this a bit too passive. I don't think they've quite put together what they're trying to do with this setup. Hold on. So first thing I want to do is let's get the double. I am going to draw a card here. We'll cycle this out. I am going to cycle the fighter base back to get a draw. We'll get the triple discard. We are one short on flipping the base back. And that should just about do it. So our opponent just playing a little too slow. Klingon not quite playing as quickly as you'd want to there. Native 943 will take game number 1. All right, let's see if we can keep it going. Dude backs you. You got the promotion! Really? Holy smokes, man. Moving to Moscow. You're going to the U of I territory? Ugh. In 6 weeks. Well, congratulations, man. I know you've been working for that, so you're nuts. Congratulations. So they start with the 7. They don't quite get enough for Leviathan, though. What's up, Sarum? What promotion? Wow. The Promotiest promotion, of course. So we're gonna draw 2. It'll give us 6 max. But I really like Repairbot. Repairbot gets a huge boost in this format. We will take the trade raft. And for 2, we could go double up on the scrap here. They're going blue. I kind of think we might be able to play it quick, fast and loose. I think we need a shot at Leviathan, so I think we are going to take an Explorer. The only thing we could do instead, take the Stellar Reef. Now we'll take the Explorer. Do our damage. Rock and roll. You're the only one so far that I've challenged that format and haven't beaten yet. Really? Well then. So like right here, this will be flare mining so we can use repair bot. Show. It's an interesting take right there. For 3, do they start with the barge? They do. Thrawn 66. I don't think I've ever played Thrawn 66. Oh, wow. Okay. That's good for me because they don't get to stack all of it up. That's actually really good for me. They have to spend it all in increments. If they had gotten all that together, they would have been able to get a big card. On the other side, we're the one who's probably going to be able to benefit from that. So we will play 1. Cycle this. We are going to cycle a Viper out here. Scrap this out. And then for 6, we will take the Federation Shipyard. 54, 53. I like how this is set up. Even though our opponent's gotten a whole bunch of, like, bagels and whatever. Oh. I like the way this is looking. We're going to probably lean into blue. Right here, we could try to grab a 2. Cycling 1 out, though, ends up being the same thing. Imperial Trader will be the take for sure. Once that came up, that's gonna be that. Now, Stellar Reef staying out is a bit annoying. So there's a part of me that wants to shuffle this out, but at the same time, I think we're just gonna let it ride. If I draw here and draw one of these, I will be very upset. So I can't risk that. Perfect. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. We wanted Trade Raft and Federation Shipyard to show up. With no damage, it was looking pretty brutal. So now we have 6 here. They still can't quite get the Incinerator or Leviathan. We're aiming for Leviathan here. So with our draw, we'll see what we can pop. We're probably going to draw twice actually, because we want to hit either Repair or Imperial Trader. But we'll see what the draw is first. I think it'll be worth it to go for it. Okay. So first we need to take a ship to the top. So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna go, we're gonna take the cruiser. And then we will play 1, draw, Viper out, scrap Viper. Gives us 6 to get through this. Feels good, man. That's the play. So now they still cannot get Leviathan or Incinerator. Even after taking so much trade early, they're unable to convert with it. Do they get rid of the Frontier Ferry? They should. I'm hoping they don't. But I feel like they should. Federation Shipyard is too much utility for me to just have out there. They might not want to get rid of that card, though. They don't. So yeah, I mean, that's a Leviathan for us. Continuing to scrap out, we have draw. This is looking pretty good for us right now. Customs Frigate underrated. Anything that top decks, right? Federation Shipyard, you know, anything you can top deck and then draw into for sure. Customs Frigate, huge card. I think Customs Frigate, what do you guys think? Like, I think Customs Frigate is actually underrated in general. I think a lot of people just kind of like, I don't know, it feels like they just kind of skip out on it. I think it's such an excellent card. We'll take the Imperial Palace. We will cycle and discard, so we can scrap a card from discard. We don't need this anymore, and then I think we're going to take the Predator for the draw and the potential connection with with Leviathan, which we bottom deck, but we can draw into because bottom decking no longer a thing with the flare mining. Now our opponent's taking a lot of stuff, but they like we've been scrapping our deck down. We have cantrip value, we have draw. Discard to scrap. Discard to Skrizzle. Skrizzle my bizzle dizzle. Bizzle bizzle. They take, so they're fluffing. They're fluffing it up. Trade hauler there is a very weird take. So we do this. We take a cargo to the top. We draw the cargo. Kill here. That gives us the cargo connection. Play here. Scrap. Beacon comes in. We're looking for a 3-coster, which would probably just be another cargo. Take cargo. That's a double scrap for damage. Plus the 3 and 7 for Star Fortress. Out. Out. There's the customs frigate I was talking about earlier. We will take Star Barge. And I think we're good. I don't want to use flare mining. I like our setup. We're looking to get a lot of discards on our opponent. Speaking of discards, they'll be able to get through the bases, but that's fine. They have 5, 6, 7, 8. They still have 9 starters. We have 5, so we have a huge lead on the starter game. We have the bases we can continue to cycle out. We don't have authority gain, but we do have like, I mean, we have 18. We have 18 authority worth, damage worth, if we want to call it that, of bases. Sorry, 20 with the bacon down there. So we're gonna be able to keep that like coming around and soaking. Not to mention, 2 of the bases are cantrips. Cantrip-ish, I should say. I don't think I want, let's see. Let's go for a draw. I'm a crazy person. Okay. So let's get rid of the Met Cruiser. Destroy here. Hit the draw. Pop here on 3. Let's take command, see if we can flip a damage card here for 3. Woo! That's how we do it. Chug. Let's go. So 1944. That was an excellent turn for us. Nothing really out on the row here that's like any it's gonna be like there's no comeback cards. Events are in the deck, but they're gonna have to try to flip for them, I think. We're gonna shuffle like a crazy person. So we'll draw first with Imperial, and then we'll start cranking. Just gonna cycle like crazy here. So draw, send back, draw, send back. Play here. Draw. Send back. Draw. Draw. This gives us damage and a draw again. Should have played Lancer before destroying that base. You're totally right. Totally right. Well done. Actually, didn't I draw the Lancer after I played the Predator, which was the connection? Like, I didn't know I was going to draw that. If that's not the case, then rock and roll. But yes. If I had drawn the Lancer, you drew the Lancer with flare mining. Oh, gotcha. Cool jets. How cool are your jets? I'm gonna take trade wheel. I don't know about you guys, but me and the trade wheel, we get along. I'm a big believer in trade wheel. I think it's an annoying card to deal with. There's no damage out on the board right now, so I know that it's gonna get at least some semblance of value unless my opponent gets lucky. More damage! Always max out that damage, man. Caprica Cowboys on the bye. Doing work with that bye. Psh. So what's the take here, dude? Hauler and Raft here? I would trade Hauler, trade Raft. Cargo launch, cantrip cards are so good though. Like you have cantrips are good, cards that take stuff to the top is good, but like, I don't know. Federation Shipyard here, are they going for 5? What is it with 5 though? Trade Hauler, trade Raft, they have the same situation. Look at that command center. We want command centers, hopefully they'll leave us that. Oh, we'll take Oracle. Oracle or Border Fort? Place your bets. They didn't take a base, so I just do not feel. Do I go command center anyway? No, we go Oracle. Like Oracle is just so good. And we're gonna base like crazy. We'll take the bacon it up. Notice as well that in our previous matches, we did not, we don't use flare mining all the time. Do not use flare mining all the time. Like I don't feel like use flare mining when it gives you a good utility play, but don't sell yourself up the river for it, you know? That's what Klingon, when we were playing Klingon, that's what they were doing. They were just kind of like, going for it. It was like, yo, you're okay. Both bases get out here. That's pretty sick. Get rid of here. We'll take the bacon. That's gonna put trade wheel basically on that back foot doing whatever it wants to. And then we will go barge and we will go launch. 47-48. Our opponent has very little damage and our base wall is here. It's here, it's set up. Done. We have base wall, turn 6, 12 authority base wall. Max amount of damage our opponent has is 5, unless events come up, which they could, because there's events in this format. Oracle does work like crazy. Five defense bases early do work like crazy, for sure. We get Trader. That's so huge. That is like the hugest. We get Trader. Scrap with Orc. Are you kidding me? That's such a huge turn. That turn alone probably won us the game. The fact that they weren't able to get through the bases, that's like, they still can't get through the bases. We're getting insane value out of these cards. Poor cool jets, man. The coolest jets. Feels bad. We got the hammerlock. Border Fort arrives. That's a warning beacon. Warning beacon for the scrap. That gives them 2. They could go up to 4. But that's still going to be. Do they have a Viper? I guess they don't have a Viper. Do they have Patrol Cutter? They would have played Patrol Cutter already, right? So they don't have Patrol Cutter. So they get rid of the only thing they can. We get another scrap. And I still don't need to use flare mining. I'm still okay. Keep in mind, flare mining costs 1, flare mining costs 1 to use. Costs 1 to use. All right, so now we need damage. That's pretty disgusting. That's even more disgusting. Remember when I said I needed damage? Yo, Sonny the Saved. What up? What's going on? Yo, it's great to see you. Do we convoy? I think we convoy. Shipyard doesn't give me the damage. Could take Shipyard now. No, I want this on the cycle for the damage. I'm gonna take Biofarmer here, and then I'm gonna scrap out a Scout. Go here, use this to go like this. We need the 7 so we can kill both bases. 45, 48. Still with these 2 bases up. Still feeling pretty strong. Bam, 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 bam. 7 for Moonworm would be the take for them if they can get it. Which it looks like they can. That's the damage they need. But we're continuing to just like, we're just clipping. It's crazy. They can't kill. Like, this is so nuts. They can't get the kill. Scrap out trade out for Skiff? Nope. Grab the draw, send out. Gives us 3. We'll start with cantrip value. Comet, are you kidding me? 2 in our hand. Done. We're moving. We have trade. We can scrap as much as we want when we have trade. It's awesome. And now the only unfortunate thing for us is the row is kind of locked up. Federation Shipyard would be great with our last take of the Solar Skiff. Solar Skiff right now is alone as far as Trade Federation is concerned. They get enough to get through the bases. Finally. They have a lot of cantrip. A lot of cantrip. We only need 4. Let's cycle this out. That'll be a draw. We have another draw and then another draw after that. So there's the 5. There's the draw. I feel like we can use flare mining here. Send this back out. Federation Shipyard, 11 damage through, 36 to 48. And that shuffled, I like this. I like what it's looking like so far for us. Keep the damage coming for the bases. You didn't want Fed Shipyard on the shuffle. I didn't want to not use flare mining to cycle my deck so that I could get Oracle and Convoy Bot, if possible, get Oracle and Convoy Bot to hit together. So that's what we end up. Getting. I just wanted that extra faction for damage because this is a majority of my damage right now is Oracle and Convoy. So I wanted to get both my like biggest damage sources, at least currently, to sync up so I get that extra. That's 3 and 2, that's 5 damage. I'd rather get the 5 damage than get Federation Shipyard into my deck because they have Lancer, 2 Lancers, right? 2 Lancers and Moonworm. Maybe just 1 Lancer, but they have things that can deal with the bases. I didn't feel like, I don't know, it could end up being a mistake. Like I'm totally down to admit that, that's for sure. So I'm gonna scrap all that out. We'll do our damage. 32-48. Moving towards late game here. I think you could have bought Fetch Repair and still shuffle, but I hear you. Yeah, no, for sure. That's the beauty of this game. I think that actually, that may even be the better play, right? But the idea for me is like, I don't know. I'm always kind of trying to do weird stuff. Let's just be totally honest. I'm always trying weird stuff. We're gonna look at Death World directly, and Death World's gonna be like actually insane for us. So let's go here. Then we'll go here. Death World to the top. We're gonna skiff that. Death World into play. And now we will start the scrap machine. So first we will take the repair bot and we will scrap it. We're gonna pay 2 to scrap out a repair bot. Chances we get that scrap? Gain the scrap would be huge. Okay, we'll do it because we still have the patrol cutter anyway. So we can cycle that out, scrap that out, take patrol, destroy a base you control. I will destroy a base I control. We will get rid of the storage silo. And now they're gonna take 6 extra. That's pretty brutal. They're gonna go down to 16. That's what I'm talking about. 16 to 50, base wall up, cantrip draw, plenty of trade. Feel like we're in a good spot with this one. They're getting a nice sync up here. Next hand though is going to be a little bit chillaxed for them. They have a pretty good deck though. We don't want to count ourselves out just yet. We have 16. We have 16 base stuff. Like all this damage doesn't get through. That's awesome. Like our bases just soak that up. The fact that we have all these draw cards we've been taking, that's what's gonna make this deck possible. Like just to keep on keeping on. If we didn't have all the draw, a deck like this can lose late game. We need the draw. We need the trade. No more starters, so we're looking at 3 cards we can cycle out. Question is, how crazy do we want to get with this? They'll have some damage. We're just looking to get as much damage as possible, right? So I think defense bot has to come in because of how many bases we have. Spike pot is just a hit for 5, right? I'm gonna draw here because no matter what we get, it's gonna be better than the warning beacon. Hopefully we don't get Oracle. Hopefully we don't get, if we get Oracle, I might actually send Oracle back. Be like, nah, get out of here. Because I think Patrol Cutter 7 is too good. Actually, we might play Oracle and Beacon. That's what we would do. We would send Patrol Cutter out. So let's go ahead and draw here. So now we can send the Beacon out. No, now we do send Patrol Cutter no matter what. No matter what we send this. Because we're gonna get a red card no matter what. Yeah, sick. We're not gonna scrap anything there. We'll take Incinerator. We'll take the third and final skiff. The reason we take Incinerator is because we're just scrapping a ton and we're just gonna buy into it. So we're just gonna buy a whole bunch of the cheapest cards possible and just scrap them all out because we have the trade to do that. We have a ton of bases still out once again. Our opponent's not gonna be able to get that Emperor's Dreadnought and we might be able to. And that would just be a game ender. They should have the faction, there it is. Automatic base destruction on the Oracle, I presume. But then they still have 8, 9, 10 to get through. And they'll have 8. Did they get the Lancer? If they got the Lancer, they get through all of it, no problem. They didn't get the Lancer. They did not. So they can go up to 9. But so storage silo lives. That's it. That's actually, that's pretty sick. Oh my, this is nuts. Eddie and Colony Seed. Okay, we have a turn and a half coming up here, team. This is, we're gonna try to maximize this. We already have the win. With the state of the game right now, we already have the win. But let's see how far we can drive this. We're gonna scrap all 3 of these cards out. We have Colony Sea Chip and Emperor's Dreadnought here. That card right there is huge. Now, if we pay 5 and get back 3, that would be 5. Pay 5, take 3 to go 5, and then 7 with another draw. We need one more thing of damage, and then we have both of them. Scrapping out the warning beacon. Holy smokes, this is so gross. Play this here. Scrap out 2. Draw with 2. Take another defense spot. Oh, I should have played Federation. Oh, man. I should have Federation Shipyard and then put the defense spot to the top of the deck. I screwed that opportunity up. Ah. That's why people who don't believe in overkill, like, this is why you do this. I feel a little bit bad for Cool Jacks. I do feel a little bit bad for Cool Jacks. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Yo, good game, dude. Yo, that base, man. I got the Oracle, the beacon, and the trade wheel just sitting out there. Holy smokes. Good to see you, dude. Once I was able to get the Imperial Trader, that was the turn. That killed my 4-1 run. I'm sorry. I'm just a measly 3-0-er here, dude. I'm just a measly 3-0-er. When I got the Imperial Trader, I knew at that point that the game was like pretty locked up. The Trader just being in the deck when I'm moving so quickly and have a base wall that can't really be touched, that was just gonna be tough. That was gonna be tough. If you won that, I mean, you need to like pour yourself a beer after that or something. That was an uphill battle for you. I got really fortunate. Spiel guy, the spieliest of dudes. Skiff and Hauler going to be an excellent start for us, especially with the Colony Seed Ship here. Our opponent took the Patrol Cutter, so if they don't get 5 here, I'm actually going to take the Seed Ship for 5 here, because that's going to Factionable Trade Hauler and Skiff. It's going to be a great start for us. Another option here could be to take Cargo to look at the Plasma. That's what they're doing. Never mind. Yeah, it was a great game, man. Excuse me. No, we'll stay on point. We'll take Colony. We'll take Colony. Stay on point. We'll stay on message. And now I think we will hate draft that Plasma if they don't get Cargo. They already have 3 stars. Wow, they've been gaming today. CSS not to hand. So we have Solar Skip and Trade Hall are gonna connect. If we can draw a trade, we just got a Leviathan. Feels good. Feels good. Aw, Panda. Spiel Guy games go. My games with him are always fun. Probably my favorite random opponent. I was hacked, that wasn't me. So Federation Shipyard is an option here, but I feel like taking the Met Cruiser is probably a better choice. We are gonna take one of these Stellars so that we can try to faction our Leviathan. Oh my god. That's what is even happening right now? Are you kidding me? We'll see what flips after this for our Leviathan 3-coster. Oh. And drawn to 3. If I take 2 to hand, flip a flare, that's not enough. We'll take another Stellar. We'll take an Orbital. Trying to save up all the trade. Oh! Let me finish that sentence. Trying to save up all the trade so I can grab the Emperor's Dreadnought into hand with the Star Barge to the top of the deck. They're hanging on here. They are hanging on. It's not short sell them at all here, huh? Oh wow. It's just gross. It's just gross at this point. If I draw the Met Cruiser, something is broken. If I draw the Met Cruiser, okay, let's all. Okay, let's all take a breath. Because that would have just about like brought the whole Star Realms universe, like broken everything apart. I'm not queuing Arena until you're done. You're killing it. What's up, Dusto, by the way? What's your record so far? So this will be 4-0, 5-0, 4-0 or 5-0, one of the two. My first match was around to get all the trade. Sounds about right. I was being serious. Spiel Guy is really good. Yeah, he's a great player. I don't have as much like a repertoire off the top of my head of matches against them. Well, we have a rainbow start. Let's flip to see if we can do something about that rainbow. Doesn't look like. We will do some damage though. They could get some bases out. Let's go ahead and just do the damage through. Not take anything. Let this rotate, and we will we'll let that go. Ship it! Packet ship it! The fates have realigned, if only temporarily. Because I have a Leviathan again. I only queue arena when Bax is playing. Makes it more spicy. Dude, so spicy. Arena run while watching Bax arena sprint. Oh, Spiel guy, I'm so sorry. Feels bad, man. I mean, we take those. Whew. All right, we're 4-0. 4-0, here we go. Cue it up. I'm so shocked you top decked Levy. I expect this next game to go very poorly. I'm gonna have to, I didn't have to work for that game. I'm gonna have to work for this next one though. I'm gonna have to work for the next one. Back, say Astarlia. I'm trying to learn how to pronounce it, and apparently you say it correctly. Astarlia? Is that, yeah? I don't know. I think that's what I say. Pretty sure that's what I say. Repair bot OP in this format. We aren't gonna cycle because we want the 5 for the heavy cruiser. We don't use flare mining. Astarlia. Astarlia. Astarlia, Astarlia. Why is it not Levi? Because Levy. Fighter base? No, we gotta go heavy cruiser first. We'll let them, we're going heavy cruiser and then we're going into fighter base. That's sick. That's awesome. How do I get a long cost ship to pop up there? What is happening right now? Is everything breaking? Is everything falling down? No way I draw the heavy cruisers. So we're gonna do this so I can cycle that out. And then do this. That gives me scrap. Scrap. We can take the Predator. Heavy cruiser double drop. Heavy cruiser double drop. They get factory world. That's a problem. That's a problem. But we're scrapper. Does anybody in the chat think that Star Fortress is in the same tier as Factory World? Anybody? Does anybody put Star Fortress in the same tier as Factory World? Like, Messia, what are you doing, yo? All right, so we're gonna go for the Imperial Trader or the Supply Depot. Let's see what we draw. Unfortunately, we have to draw the 2 because we already have the thing out. That was pretty close. So I think we go, do we go supply here? I think we go supply. That's so surprising. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take the hit here and go supply. Ah, trader would be better. Trader gets us the 3 for factory. Gives us the 4 damage as well. Utility of supply. Oh. We don't use Flare Binding, we only have 1, because then we have to discard whatever we draw, and I don't want to do that. Not in for it. We go supply. We want supply. Oh, look, it's a Star Fortress. I'm playing Card Mechanic in the Commission League. I'm hoping he's over-scrapped. Yeah, he's a player. He's one who plays the game. Card Mechanic is a great player. But Kinnison, so are you. I believe. I love me the yellow cards, but even I would Factory World. I'm just kind of like, what is going on? That was just very, caught me off guard. Caught me off guard. Hey! Five, 6 plasma in for Predator faction. 1 would be Spike, but I'd rather just scrap this out. Grab the 14, 43, 46. This will be a discard. Why didn't you try to buy Factory World? Because it would have been that. It would have been trying to buy Factory World. I take my guarantees. I take my guarantees. I don't think I had it. Maybe I did have it, but maybe, I don't know. I miss things all the time. I could have missed that the draw potential was there. No, I did not. I had 4 scouts. 4 scouts, battle. So you're saying send out battle for 2, and then I have 4. I would have been 1 less. I would have been 1 down. I was 1 under. Risk management about going for the expected value, not the outliers. That's an interesting way to put it. True, true. You had the blob too? Wasn't the blob after the draw from Supply Depot though? I could be wrong. Blob battle +4. I could have just missed it. That's been known to happen. I'll tell you that one. Well, geez, now what do we do? Now we take factory. Everything is right in the world again. Throws challenge flag, yes! You're like, no! Replay! I still think you win this one. I have a feeling I win this one too. Can we do the 6-0? Can we make it happen? I thought you were going to Origins just to see me. Everybody's going to Origins to see you, Al. Don't you know? That's what told me to go in, as well as I've never been to Origins. This will be cool. Agreed. It's going to be great to see a lot of people though. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna factory stealth tower to factory to stealth tower. What do you guys think? You in? I'm in. Good. Glad we figured that out. We're gonna grab 2 out here, like this. Stealth tower. Stealth tower comes in, copies factory. Factory will take the frontier station directly into play. That'll go over here. We're gonna use this for 2. Nope, wait, this will be... Yeah, we'll use this for 2. To give us warning beacon directly into play. Draw 2, scrap this one. Actually, no, we'll draw the other one. Nope, we won't. We'll scrap this one. Draw here, play the 1, take spike. Huh. Do you guys like bases? Holy. Well. This is like a full game's worth of authority they have to get through on top of 46. Holy, like, geez, look at this base wall. Are you kidding me? Yowza. I'm surprised they don't scoop here. It's true. But then again, they did take the Star Fortress instead of Factory World. You know, they could just be chilling. Maybe they're just looking to have a good time. I'm not entirely sure. They've made some very strange plays this game. Played Arc, immediately redrew it. Feels good, man. Yo, Lux, what up? How you doing, breh? They gotta get, the Frontier Ferry has to ship out to kill something. And you have to ship out Spike Pod. Not recognizing the game state. I have too much to think about with all these bases. I'm probably just gonna try to, let's just draw the Factory World, copy it. Oh my, we're gonna draw Factory, copy it, Mega Mech into play, ping the Factory World back after taking another card directly into play. I need something to draw. Let's take Lancer, get full value from Lancer before we send that back. Lancer came into play. I screwed that up. There's the draw. Skiff into play. Swarmer down. Skiff is the draw. 3 more on trade. Spike sends a 2 out we can't afford. Swarmer sends out the one we can't afford. Fighter would be annoying. Okay, well. You know, so far, I think we're doing okay. Five and 0. Baxter writing a strat guide for this arena. Don't use flare mining every turn. I don't know. I think that's it. and then just play better than your opponent. Don't make mistakes. Don't not take Factory World when you have 8. I think, do we all learn the lesson? Do not take Factory World. If you can buy Factory World, buy Factory World. The only card you should consider buying over Factory World is the Leviathan, right? That's the only one. And that is even still a toss-up. Like, that could go either way depending on the situation. Those two kind of finagle the bagel. Arc is in its own tier and is never a part of the discussion. Arc is always, Arc is so S tier. Arc is so above any other card in the game that it's not even a part of the discussion for any strategy ever. It's just I think as Star Realms players, all of us just kind of okay, the Arc is a card that exists in the game. It's the strongest, most ridiculous card ever created. We all acknowledge that. Okay. And now we'll have strategy discussions about anything but the Arc, right? So besides that, I'm mostly talking about so if you're playing Colony Wars, right? If you're playing Colony Wars, you know what? This might be a spicy take here. We could go Swarmer. I'm thinking we go Swarmer, Patrol Cutter. Swarmer gets rid of the Factory World if we lose the race. Patrol gives us damage to kill the storage silo and prevents that faction. I like that play in response to what they did. Let's start with the 1. That's an interesting card. Because we go 1 and 2 for trade. Let's do that. Let's get weird. You kidding me? I don't want them to have that card. I don't want them to get mono blue with Solar Skiff and Patrol Cutter. Screw it. We explore. I can't go 3 faction this early. Can't do it. They only get 3. Pog Jam. Way to be, team. We did it. Congrats on your victory, Kinnison. And then 4 here on Central. Heck yes. Sick. We get Imperial Trader. Arc greater than Skull Clamp. Wait, they could have taken the Imperial Trader? What are people doing? Wait, we get a double draw? Oh, snap. Do we get Factory? No, so close. We do get Palace though. That's sick. Let's get rid of the Factory. Let's just not have a game with it. We'll take Palace. We're going into bases. That other Central, we want to target that. We want to target Death World. We want to target Imperial Trader. We want to target Cantrip. We want to target bases. We want to target faces. We're targeting bases. We're targeting faces. Okay? That's the strategy. Scrap aging battleship early game for Levy. Oh, every time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna Capital World because I'm a crazy person. That's not the play. I want to be totally honest. That's not the play. Capital World is not the play there. Capital World doesn't give any utility. It's just a cantrip block card that gives 5 authority. What it's good for is hiding other bases behind it and factioning in Trade Federation, which we don't have too much of. The upside is our opponent's damage is pretty low, and I'm feeling really saucy because we've been just moving and grooving so far, right? So this is 6, we can grab heavy cruiser here. So let's go ahead and flare mine. That's gonna be 6 and 1. Let's go for Death World. Well, that sucks. Get rid of the Viper. Better than nothing. All right, bunch of big bases. All the big bases. Can we draw? If we draw, we have a huge opportunity here to go nuts. They get Warning Beacon for 4 extra, which is enough to kill Central. That's unfortunate. Oh, they almost were able to do the double dip. No double dip though. Dang, and we miss out that close. That close. Let's get rid of their bacon. Let's grab 3 on our own convoy. And I like, because we have so many bases out here, I actually am gonna get some scrap. And we're just gonna be able to like, probably keep this cycling like crazy. These bases, I don't think these bases die, actually. Now that I look at this, we're just gonna get these bases popping off. They have so many cantrips though. This is really dangerous. We need more cantrips ourselves. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can't believe they just top decked the 3-base connection for Central. Feels bad, man. And they got rid of the, oh, that sucks. All right, let's draw. We will take the Predator, scrap here, 2 on Predator. Get those bases out of here. 6160, we still have 11 up. We have a lot of draw though. But we will be feeding the draws with our Death Worlds. That's enough to kill both bases. I think we're probably gonna lose this game. I think I played a little too saucy. A little too sassafras. They only have 3 starters left. They scrapped everything. It's all gone. When I'm near the draw. No chance we get that Leviathan. 3, 6, 7. Unless an event comes up. They're slowing their deck down. This is great. They're actually slowing their deck down by taking a whole bunch of these little bases. Well, that's a cantrip, so we take those. We'll probably scrap the BattleBot here. There's 3 on Orbital. 57, 54. We've set ourselves up about as well as we can. Unfortunately, like this is such an uphill battle, but our opponent's damage is like faction dependent. So if we can get some discards going, we have the Star Barge in the palace. We need to take every discard card we can possibly get our hands on. I think that's it. We just take all the discards. That card is spicy. I wonder if we can get that card. Oh, both those cards are so spicy. F in the chat. F in the chat. Feels bad, man. Our opponent just got those cards, probably. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They get 3 draws to get 1 trade to grab one of those. And then we're gonna be relegated to whatever's left. No discards for them. We get our full hand every single time. We might be able to turn this thing around. Oh, this game's gonna be ridiculous. This game's ridiculous. It's already ridiculous, but it's gonna be more ridiculous. They take both of those cards. GG. That's the biggest GG of all time. Oh, feels bad, man. Double discard. We have to draw. The draw, no matter what, gets us our 4 for another draw. Which will get us here, scrapping this out. Which gets us up here. Which gets us the Star Barge to scrap out for another draw. Which unfortunately did not quite work out how we would want it to. That's another draw. I'm not going to take that card. We want draw cards only at this point. So, 4 bases out. 4 big bases out. Have we done it? Is there a chance? What up, Falcon? How you doing, dude? Is there a chance, actually, with the discards, to get the double discard every single time? There's no way we win this game, right? They just gave me Gunship and Lancer, which is more discards. Oh my god, and we draw 2? We might be able to do this. Okay, I'm taking the headphones off for ultimate focus. We might be able to win this game. I think the longer this game goes, the more likely I am to lose. I think causing my opponent to discard is going to be the best thing for me. Damage, not so much. We can get rid of the Viper there so we can make sure we have enough to buy things. Don't want to draw yet. I just don't know how I don't go Moonworm. That's the issue here. Don't know how I don't go Moonworm. We'll start Moonworm, and then we'll try to pick up Lancer. Okay, so first things first, do this. Battlebot will be the scrap with, we're paying 1 to scrap with Deathwheel. Big. Our cantrip. This is why we only took draw cards. This is why we only took draw cards. Oh my god! Triple discard. 42 damage. Come on. Let me get up to Star Fortress here. Draw. Recycle all the way over. Star Fortress down. Pick 2. We have to go for that draw. No way we just won this game. Don't even. By 100? How did we win that game? I had called that game over. I called that. That's 6-0. All draw cards, man. I called the strategy. I called it discards and drawing cards. And so we just took discards and drawing cards and we hit the flare mining, gave us the extra draw every time. We drew in. Oh, the triple discard every time on them as well was I can't. How did we win that game? That's oh man, I can't believe it. Spoiler coming up. That's a 6-0. I need to save that. We need to highlight that and share that to the group. That was insane. Spoiler coming in. Don't look if you don't want the spoil. Holy. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We're gonna go take a look. Don't say anything in chat that might spoil it for other people. I'm trying to keep that spoiler free unless they're looking at the screen. That's a good one. Yo, that's one of my favorites. That is moved up. That's moved up. My favorite one, my favorite one is actually the first one they did. The first foil that they did is still my favorite. Jeez, do you have to, how many foils do I have? Have there been this many foils? Space Station. I think this one like is just so sick. I love, they have like the little like, I don't know, it's just such a, I just love it. Love the work. Love the layered work they did with the Space Station. But this one is up there. This one's up there for sure. Holy smokes. I can't believe that just happened. Space Station, I thought Battle Station and Cutter were first foils. You're right. What am I thinking of? Space Station must have been after that, or I just thought it was so cool that I took those other ones out. No, you're totally right. Battle Station was the first finagle, and then Cutter was the reward for getting 6 in the first run. You're totally right. Arc was an Avatar? It was? Oh, season 18, 18-4? 4th month for alt art arc? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking, was there like an actual arc somewhere? Alt arc art. Okay, well that's it for me. It was a short stream because I'm super tired from this last weekend, staying up really late puzzling the whole time for the Galactic Puzzle Hunt. So I'm going to be calling the stream early tonight. Be sure to check out White Wizard tomorrow. If you are in the Discord, !Discord, we are going through the Galactic Puzzle Hunt 2019, and it is a blast. A lot of very challenging puzzles. Please feel free to hop in on that or join the Discord. Otherwise, that's it. Yo, Dusto, grats, dude. 6-1. Make it happen. So good night to everybody. I will see you guys soon. I can't believe we just won that game, and that will need to be shared. And I will probably go highlight that real quick right now and then get that share up. I can't believe that just happened. That's so crazy. What? That was a great run, let alone that last game to top it off. All right, you guys are nuts. Keep up the good work. Keep on being you. Do your stuff. Be great. Round 6 Dirty Duels will be up at some point tonight. Look for those to be posted. And if anybody wants to be a part of a March Madness bracket pool, not Star Realms related, actual March Madness pool, please send me a message or get a hold of me, and I would love to get you involved in the pool that I run. That's it. That's all I got. Later. My eyes are like closing.